Hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right, Capricorns. So, we are about to celebrate our full moon. It's another super moon. So, kind of heightened energy there, possibly. Full moons are great for releasing things. This particular full moon, of course, has many different names, but you can read up about that on the Old Farmer's Almanac. But the name that I'm most inspired by, and the way we're going to look at this, is the Lakota and Dakota populations. They called this the deer ring moon. And so, with that in mind, I'm looking at this as more like how this super moon is impacting possibly like romance and partnership. So, we have a really deep vibe going on with that high priestess. This is, I would say, no more delays, no more waiting. We could have a Pisces involved. We certainly have Capricorn because we got the world card right here. Is this going to be a time where Capricorn admits somebody likes me and I like them? I don't know what I'm doing denying this. I know they think about me. I think about them too. Maybe it's time to, it's almost like, it's like, oh, sit here and pretend I'm looking at my fingernails when I know somebody wants to talk to me. This is time for like maybe Capricorn to look right into somebody's eyes and make a big old grin and let this person know, I feel you watching me, watching you, watching me. We get the Nine of Pentacles. We have got the Sun. Oh, this is a time for much more boldness. Even though this is a full moon, we still have the Sun card, which is a beautiful, like, relationship between the masculine and feminine, the yin yang, or the complementary and balanced energies of the universe. Doesn't matter if we're talking dudes and chicks, none of that matters. What matters is, we're all yin yang energy within us, right? We have the balance of both. And we certainly see, yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds great. Why not, acknowledge and embrace the balance of, myself and another person? Of course, I would want to feel balanced and interact with another person like that. Of course, I would love that. I would love that kind of energy to be, between me and them. Yes. Ace of Cups. I love the fact that Capricorn's like, I'm single and I'm hot. And I like the idea that somebody out there that I think is attracted to me and I'm finally not, ignoring it anymore. I'm going to go ahead and embrace that and revel in it. And it feels really good. It feels like maybe Capricorn had to come out of their shell a little bit. We literally see the chicken hatching here. We see that Ace of Cups. And certainly, like, all of a sudden, we have this very elegant looking, very beautiful, very empowered looking Capricorn, like loving their life. We have the Lovers. Okay, this whole thing says, I don't know why Capricorn was pretending that they didn't know somebody was attracted to them for a while. Let's talk to them for just a minute. Because I think this is much more liberating and honest and enjoyable for Capricorn to say, okay, yes, fine. I do know that they're attracted to me. Yes, okay, fine. I have noticed them watching me. Why am I lying to myself about that? This feels kind of magical too with the Lovers card. Okay, where are they at? During this full moon, first off, they're nervous about Capricorn. They're scared to maybe tell Capricorn how they feel because I think that they are wowed by Capricorn. Whomever this is, they think Capricorn is cat's meow. Super sexy, super attractive, super alluring. Somebody they'd very, very, very much like to interact with that Empress card being there. For them, Capricorn is extreme divine feminine energy. So again, that's the energy of the feminine is the moon. So it's that gravitational pull. I feel very drawn to Capricorn and I can't help myself. I feel very, very, very drawn to them and I cannot help myself. Queen of Pentacles. Again, I want to possibly offer something and receive something from my Capricorn, but I've been really scared. I'm not sure how they think about me. I don't know if they work with Capricorn. We get a lot of work related stories, I think, for Capricorn. It's just the Empress can be a boss or business owner. Queen of Pentacles, same thing. But they may know Capricorn. They could be in a band together with Capricorn. Capricorn could also be like a bookkeeper or somebody that like I'm thinking travel agent or something as well. They could work together in like more than one capacity also. We've got the Magician sideways. They are still much more nervous to approach Capricorn. They don't know if Capricorn really wants them to. And I do think this person is not, they don't want to like make Capricorn uncomfortable or something, especially not when Capricorn is somebody that they admire so much, are so attracted to. So this is not so much them being like, oh, I'm too shy, I'm too scared. It's more like, I have to figure out, how am I going to do this? How am I going to approach? How am I going to handle this with Capricorn? We've got that 6 of Cups and we have the 4 of Wands. 6 of Cups, 4 of Wands is like, they definitely adore Capricorn and see Capricorn as life mate material, but they don't know how to begin with that dialogue. I think you're a soulmate that I'm supposed to marry. Everything here says they're so drawn to Capricorn and they don't know if Capricorn feels the same way, but at the same time, they kind of do because that 6 of Cups is there. I don't think this is an ex. I really don't, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me just ask. Hermit in the reverse. I guess it could be, but I don't really get that vibe. I get this as somebody who has not broken their silence yet and told Capricorn that they're attracted to him. I really have this strong sense that there has been an undercurrent between Capricorn and this person, and Capricorn hasn't acknowledged it until right around this full moon. They're finally saying, all right, let me quit beating around the bush. Let me quit lying to myself. Let me quit acting like I don't know that this person is drawn to me. When I do, I can feel their energy tugging at me. I can feel them liking me and being attracted to me. And why was Capricorn previously not willing to like acknowledge that or go down that road? Actually, let's go with this deck. 5 of Swords sideways. I think if anything, Capricorn might have been treated real mean by somebody in the past. Somebody was awful to Capricorn. And that can taint the way we look at things. 6 of Swords upright. 6 of Swords is like, I had to like move on. Yeah, Death card sideways. There could have been a Scorpio or a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius that treated Capricorn real bad. And that took them a long time to get beyond the way they had been treated and beyond that hurt and beyond the, that of course that energy is painful. Of course. That's always the kind of thing that's like, God, that stings and that makes me really sad to feel that somebody doesn't really like me or doesn't care about me the way they should. And it put a precedence in my head that, sometimes things get really ugly. And so I don't want to imagine somebody else might care about me or like me because I know how bad it stings if that doesn't turn out to be true. I know how much that hurts. That's kind of how this feels. We have the Hermit. So, okay. So they each have the Hermit, Capricorn, and this other individual who's so very attracted to Capricorn, which, by the way, just because of the Devil and the Hermit, they could be a fellow Capricorn, or they could also be a Virgo. We did also have Virgo Gemini coming off of that, that Magician card. But I think whomever Capricorn dealt with in the past, it did not treat them well. Could have been that Scorpio or an air sign. I think Capricorn had to like go in their mind for quite a chunk of time and just work through things. Sorry, I was checking on Aries. They had to go through their mind and think about, what did I learn about this? I don't think Capricorn was ready to admit or acknowledge that somebody else is attracted to them. And I want to say that this person who's been attracted to Capricorn for a long time has waited for Capricorn to give them the signal that you wouldn't mind if I gravitated towards you. And so during this full moon, I just think Capricorn's subconscious is kind of registering what they already know up here, which is that person is attracted to me. There, I said it. Yes, let me admit it. And I've been keeping everybody at bay for a while because I was really damaged by somebody else who treated me terribly. I was really hurt. I was really damaged, but that hurt and damage is going away. So nice to see this change. So good to see Capricorn's energy lightening and lifting. So let me ask this. If that's what the undercurrent is, what's going to happen here? Because they've wanted to ask Capricorn out for a long time, or they've wanted to express their emotions to Capricorn for a long time, but they still, we've had a lot of uncertainty on their part. Should I not? Should I not? We got an Eight of Swords. During this full moon, we still see them stop not doing that. Two of Pentacles sideways, Seven of Wands sideways. They are not able to yet read. Maybe they don't even see Capricorn during this full moon, so maybe that's why, but they can't read any change in Capricorn's demeanor toward them. We can see it. We can see Capricorn's like during this full moon going, you know what, that person's attracted to me. I don't know why I've been hiding away from it, hiding from that knowledge, pretending I don't know that when I do know that. But Capricorn is awakening to this and acknowledging this, but they don't know this. During the full moon, they're ever as confused and feeling like, I think Capricorn has to know that they would be a soulmate to me, but then they don't give me any signs. So I can't move toward them until it's more overt. I just can't. We have the Star. They could be at a distance from Capricorn during this full moon. So we don't see anything happening between themselves and Capricorn. If anything, though, a little bit of hope is blossoming in their mind or in their heart. Ace of Swords, and then they're still saying, but I don't know. This is just random hope. I hope someday Capricorn will give me a signal that they might be interested in me, but I really can't tell. And we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. I wonder if this is going to be a really spiritual couple days for Capricorn. Not only do they come to this moment of awareness and they go, I was really hurt by somebody who treated me terribly, and I kept myself isolated from everybody for a while. Even from somebody that I know has been making googly eyes at me, who seems to like me, and I've been ignoring it, and maybe I'm attracted to them too, but I just wasn't ready until now. Now let me sit and let me kind of connect with my higher self and ask my spirit animal, maybe my spirit animal's a big old grizzly bear, for some wisdom. Am I ready? Am I ready? During this full moon, this is a great time, I think, for Capricorn to like download some messages like, am I ready for a relationship with somebody new? Have I healed enough from the past? I mean, I'm certainly finally ready to acknowledge that somebody is interested in me, so that's a big change. But am I ready to welcome in a new romance? Yeah, I think this full moon is still no real action on this for Capricorn, because they just need to sit and soak in this and turn this over in their mind a little bit. I'm ready to acknowledge I know someone's attracted to me. Am I ready to do anything about it? With the Hanged Man there, I just need, I always think of like the full moon as like a 3-day time frame. So I think after the 3 days, I think Capricorn just might make a move toward them, but not right now. Right now, they just need to think about things. Right now, they just kind of have to soak it in. Yeah, King of Wands. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think Capricorn had to shift gears a bit, acknowledge that somebody else had done them dirty and that they needed to heal from that, and they have healed, and that somebody else is of interest, is piquing their interest. Somebody else who I think Capricorn already says, I have a feeling that this person who looks my way is really warm-hearted. They certainly seem respectful. They're not approaching me when they can sense that I'm not willing to let them into my energy field. That all that bodes really, really well. I already have greater peace with this person because they've been so respectful. But I think after a couple of days, I think it's going to be Capricorn who gravitates toward them. I think it's going to probably delight them and make them feel like $1 million, because we saw them saying, I'm not going to be moving toward Capricorn. Let me just ask that real quick. After a few days, if Capricorn gravitates toward them, how are they going to react? Oh, there's the World card again. There's that Capricorn. They're like, oh my, this is different. This is new. Capricorn is like turning their full attention on me. I think that they are going to be very aware of the change. Capricorn is green lighting this. Yes, I want to hear what you got to say to me. It doesn't have to be spoken about in such, blunt terms like, okay, listen, I know you've liked me for a while and I've been ignoring you. It's not that, but I think it's definitely an understood thing that, wow, Capricorn's energy just shifted toward me. They've known I liked them for a while, but they weren't ready to deal with anybody for a bit. I just think that this we're going to say masculine is incredibly astute. They know that Capricorn needed to give the green light, and they will definitely recognize the green light when they see it because it's Capricorn making the move in their direction. Very uplifting to see Capricorn like acknowledging all this. Also, I think that's really nice to see. So a great supermoon for Capricorn. All right, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Lots of love. Bye.